The school board approved the use of drones back in December. Now the security officers are trained. It's allowing them to take security to new heights. It's about 100 degrees outside. I'm inside this container where the thermometer is reading the temperature at 134 degrees. This line marks the imaginary boundary between the United States and Mexico. But I want to bring attention to this right here. Neighbors have already started bringing out flowers and candles. Congressman Filimon Vela of Brownsville co-authored this letter. But if you take a look over here, you can see that this house suffered roofing damage. And with all those cases on their desks, it's like seeing tax money just walk away. So individuals start using more and more, increasing the danger to their health. For now, those families are focusing on the water surrounding their homes. Of his second term, Mayor Darling, please join us now. Can you tell us, how does it feel like to be reelected? Now, I'm about 5'1", and as you can clearly see, this pile of branches here stands a lot taller than I do. For 33 days, law enforcement and volunteers searched the streets of Raymondville. They need your help to fill up bags like these. It's not just leaves that the rain pushes into the drains, but it's mud as well. When examining a vehicle for flooding damage, it might look good from the outside, but it's when you pop the hood and you take a peek inside that you see the full extent of the water damage.
Babe, help him.
Should I help him?
Yes, get down and help him, babe.
Glenda Ramos and her boyfriend Joey Marines were on their way to a family outing Monday afternoon when they saw a Westlaco police officer rush toward an individual walking near City Hall.
Got closer and I saw him struggling with the guy, like they were just flinging their arms around, like fighting back and forth.
After watching the struggle for a few seconds,
You need help?
Joey does jump in to help, but questions his actions.
I was kind of a little bit hesitant, to get down, with the traffic and all, for me to get down. So I was like, he's a cop, so maybe he can handle it, but they were struggling for a while. So I was like, you know what, I better get down and help him.
Joey may be hesitant, but he quickly sprang to action. And it's a right police says he has in the state of Texas.
We can't basically force you to get off and assist us. There is a state law, though, that we are allowed to summon as many citizens as necessary to be able to assist us in a case like that.
In this incident, as Joey moves closer, you can see he walks where the police officer can see him. He doesn't take action until the officer specifically speaks to him.
What I was thinking, I didn't want the cop to think I'm trying to help the other guy when I'm on his side. I want the cop to not get hurt either, Or no, both sides. I don't want the guy to get hurt either.
Joey's quick thinking falls in line with what police ask that the public do if they ever find themselves in a similar situation.
When the citizen approaches the situation, they need to be very cautious of it. You don't know whether the subject's armed. You don't know whether he already has hold of a weapon. So when you approach a situation like that, what we recommend is try to get the officer's attention and ask, "Officer, do you need my assistance?" That way the officer knows that you're there to help him, not assist the other individual.
The entire encounter, recorded by phone, lasted a total of 2.5 minutes. But Glenda says she knew the two needed to act.
It's just to help, even just that, a simple, are you okay? Do I need to call somebody for you?
In Westlaco, Imelda Mejia, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com. These days, U.S. Border Patrol sends out EMT agents just as often as normal agents.
We carry IV, start fluids.
The summer heat is treacherous, and the Border Patrol agents aren't just using health kits on individuals found in the brush.
It is popular. We've had a lot of cases this spring into this summer with illegal aliens in the backs of concealed trailers, commercial-sized vehicles. So it's something we work with at our checkpoint to try to detect as best we can.
Border Patrol invited CBS 4 to participate in a simulation to see how dangerous the conditions can be inside a trailer. They used this container as an example. Now it's about 100 degrees outside. I'm inside this container where the thermometer is reading the temperature at 134 degrees. As you can see, I'm already starting to sweat, and I've only been in here for about 30 seconds, and that's with the doors open. Now imagine if you were in here with the doors closed. With the triple-digit heat from the sun bearing down on the metal container, the sun's toll on the body soon takes effect.
First off, you're going to start sweating, obviously. You're going to be hot. You're going to start feeling hot. You're going to have trouble breathing. It's going to be a confined space. And just the fact of breathing that hot air, it's gonna make you that anxiety. It's going to raise your heart rate. At that point, everything else, it just starts kind of shutting down.
A human body can't take those scorching conditions for long.
Once you stop sweating, the body starts shutting down, your kidneys start shutting down. It's downhill. You go downhill real quick.
Smugglers will often put dozens of individuals in closed trailers, because the more people, the bigger the profits for the trip. After a trailer was found in San Antonio with almost 40 people crammed inside and 10 people dead, Border Patrol officials want to remind the public that if they see something, say something, as a report can possibly save someone's life. In Falfurrias, Imelda Mejia, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.
They put the CO2 canister in here. This one's already broken.
They're tiny aluminum containers carrying nitrous oxide.
They use them and it gives them a euphoric effect, and it causes, with nitrous oxide, it basically displaces the oxygen, and your brain doesn't get the oxygen it needs. So then you kind of pass out at times, and that's what gives a lot of people this euphoric effect.
Nitrous oxide is also known as hippie crack, whippets, and NOS. The gas is usually used to inflate balloons, but it's being abused and inhaled through the mouth.
They use that, put their mouth to that.
It's called huffing. Most inhalants affect the central nervous system and slow down brain activity. The high received from one of these is less than 1 minute. So individuals start using more and more, increasing the danger to their health. Police officers in the Rio Grande Valley are seeing an increase of individuals using the whippets, so they turn to their local state representative for help.
Some of these smoke shops throughout, the valley, from what they've seen, they are not fully disclosing what the effects are for the use of the whippets.
The canisters are meant to be used for cooking or sporting purposes, but are being marketed and sold at head and smoke shops with packaging that encourages use. Representative Munoz wrote House Bill 296 to change deceptive marketing and stop advertisement of nitrous oxide as having a different purpose than what it is intended for.
People are under the impression that they're going to get some sort of positive effect from them. But at the end of the day, they're still causing harm.
Damages to the body are more noticeable through long-term use.
They'll start to have nerve changes because of the container itself. It's a lower temperature, so you'll start to have nerve damage around your mouth. Your lungs will start to have scarring issues just because of that inhalant.
The canisters are small, but if parents see them, they should sit down and speak with their children. In Hidalgo County, Imelda Mejia, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.